Hey guys, it's Key. I'm back on the video, and today we'll be talking about Monday Night Raw. And just as I did last week on Friday Night SmackDown, I'm gonna kind of do the same thing with Monday Night Raw and tell you guys things I did like about SmackDown. I mean Raw, and things I didn't like about Raw. I did not like Logan Paul winning up the show, but I did like the fact they got it over with, because honestly, I understand when a lot of people say he does have a skill. I could understand when people say that. I understand why y'all say that. I get it. And I could kind of say you might not be wrong when you say that. But that skill is in that ring. And on the mic, he kind of is a snooze. He's kind of snooze. He's kind of like, I understand that you very like, it's just not hitting. And I believe that WWE knows that as well, so they give him a little bit of help sometimes. They give him a little help, and I'm glad that help was Gunther, because it is like, that would be if he was to win, that would be his next opponent. I honestly would gouge my eyes out if that man is World Heavyweight Champion. Let's not do that. Gunther kind of, I think they try to slightly give us some Logan Paul love in the midst of their promos and everything, because it's not like a promo that we miss where they're acknowledging Logan Paul's skills. They're always acknowledging his skills. Like, we have eyes too. We see that he's not bad in the ring, but that doesn't mean we have to like the guy. That doesn't mean that we're gonna have, like, I respect him to a certain degree because he's human. I'll respect him, but as like a wrestler, we don't have to say, yes, we need you on every PLE, we need you weekly. No, we really don't. We really don't have to say that. So that whole, when Gunther kind of said, I expect you to do this, but I did love the fact that he said, you think this is a business and this is personal. Yeah, Gunther gets it, because when it comes to whatever Gunther is doing in the ring, it's always so personal to him. He's always treating the ring with such respect, and always, even when his opponents don't seem to give the same respect, he calls that out. So I enjoyed that. I hope they're not trying to prep us for a Logan Paul versus Gunther match, because I don't want to see it. I did peep Gunther slightly slid out that ring when he saw Jay. Everybody's afraid of my World Heavyweight Champion, okay? And Jay got his look back, but there's a lot of licks to get back. This man's getting laid out every week. But as a World Heavyweight Champion, I've been very interested in him, and we're gonna get to that. Roxanne Perez, I like the fact that she got signed to Raw. She seems like a Raw person anyway. When everything just fits so perfectly. I love the fact that they didn't wait till the draft, because honestly, the draft, if we were going from last year's, how they went with the draft would have already occurred, but instead they're doing the draft, I think, before SummerSlam, something like that, and it's going to be a little bit later on, so why waste time? Why beat around the bush when they've been acting like some Raw? Like, they've been acting like they've been called up to the main roster. And Roxanne Perez made a great first impression. Not a great first impression. Yes, she made a great first impression as a Raw superstar. The match between her, Natty, and Becky Lynch was really good. I think that might be, if we did not see the tag team match, that would have been match of the night for me. I don't know. Yeah, that would have been match of the night for me, because you already know the type of person that Natalya and Becky Lynch are in the ring. So to add Roxanne Perez into that, it was a beautiful mixture. I'm always excited to see Natalya in that ring, because when it comes to TV time in the ring, I don't know, she just has not been getting it all the time. She hasn't been getting it. What she's been doing outside of WWE has been pretty interesting as well. So I hope y'all are paying attention to what Natalya has going on, because she is that girl. She's that girl. Roxanne Perez, she won the qualifying match for Money in the Bank because of a very nice interruption by our resident well, that's not what you would call resident. My bad. I'm using words wrong. I was gonna call her Bird Lady, but not a lot of people get. But my girl, Lyra Valkyria, aka Bird Lady, aka our Intercontinental Champion, decided to get her leg back, decided to get what's due to her from Becky Lynch. Now, did she do it all the way while the match was going? No. But y'all saw how she was dragging that woman. She was dragging her by the entranceway of the ramp. So I was there for that. Maybe at Money in the Bank we're gonna get that match, or maybe at Saturday night's main event we're gonna get that, because there are no women matches scheduled for Saturday night's main event, and I don't like that. I'm not feeling it. Add some women to that match that night. If we're gonna do like do a fatal 4-way between our girls on SmackDown, I don't know, I have no idea what you want to do, but do something. Please do something, because I can't just see men all night. I'm not complaining, but I just can't see men all night if you have such a stacked roster between Raw and SmackDown. It just doesn't make sense. I don't care if y'all got Evolution 2 coming up and y'all say, oh, they got their own night. No, we don't do that. Add them onto the main, add on to that card, please and thank you. The tag team match between AJ Styles and Penta versus JD McDonough and Finn Balor. That match was insane. That match, to me, I wasn't expecting that. I genuinely was not expecting that, and it's not just because I don't think they had it in them. I knew they had it in them, but from what they've been giving us, I just was not expecting a banger of a match on a Monday night. I just wasn't. It's not even a Monday night after a big PLE. It's just a random Monday night. I didn't expect that. And I should have known. I should have known when I saw AJ Styles pull up with Penta matching gears. I should have known. And AJ Styles is AJ Styles. Don't get me wrong. But he pulled out a different energy than what he's been giving us before. Like, y'all can't say that tweaking. He's put out a different energy than he has been doing in that ring. And it was just, I was seated. I was seated. And JD McDonough as well gets my respect and props. Like, all of them in that ring did their thing. All of them did their thing. It kind of, I don't know if this is the right, way of expressing. I really loved that match, but I did not like the whole El Grande Americano interruption, because with such a match like that, I don't know. I just wanted I wanted a great finish. That was kind of, I don't want to make it like, I don't want to mess up my interpretation of that because of the fact that I don't really like this El Grande character, which doing his job. I'm not gonna front. He's doing his job. But for a match like that, a banger of a match like that, I needed to get it already was not a clean match because of the Carlito stuff, but clean-ish. I wanted a clean-ish end. I wanted a clean-ish finish, but that was not a clean-ish finish at all. It just, it irritated me because it was like everything was just so good. They were like, Penta and AJ were moving like a real team. Astounding. Seth Rollins, he pulled up to Jey Uso. No, he didn't pull up to Jey Uso. He talked to Logan Paul. And then he says that Jey Uso got in his business. Mind you, you got in Jay's business. Jay was minding his own. Jay was good. Jay did not need it. He didn't need any of these problems. Jay did not need any of those problems. But y'all sent him those problems. That's what I don't like about Seth Rollins sometimes. That man has selective memory. That man remembers what he wants to and tells the story how he wants to tell it. And yes, that is why in 2025 we still talking about this Shield betrayal. That is why. That is why that is a very big part of what's going on with Roman. That's a good part in Seth Rollins' character, because that man, selective memory. He remembers what he wants to, and he remembers it how he wants to remember it. And I don't hate the guy. I see game. I peep game. I know who he is. I know what he's got going on. That's all. Grayson Waller had a match between Sheamus, and I miss Grayson Waller. I'm not ashamed to say that because I enjoy A-Town Down Under. I enjoy Grayson Waller, and I enjoy Austin Theory. Now, do I like them together? Yeah. Would I like them apart? Yes, I would. But the matchup between Sheamus was a long time coming because he decided to switch things up week before. So Austin Theory had to get his behind kicked by Sheamus. I will give it to him. I don't know for sure, but I believe Grayson Waller lasted a bit longer than Austin Theory. I ain't gonna front. I think he did. It was a good match. Seeing Sheamus though, like they need to put Sheamus in the storyline. They just do. I don't know what it is. They just do. They need to put him in the storyline, send him over to somewhere else. I don't know, but good match. And I'm seeing the things between Austin Theory. They're like frenemies. Like they're like a group. They're like this friendship that secretly don't like each other. And it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that at all. But the crowd, they was cheering for my dude Austin Theory, and this whole heel turn on one another type of storyline has just been, you're playing too much around with it. I'm just ready for them to just separate. And they don't have to separate as in a fight now because it's kind of over it. They can separate by brands. I think it would be best to just move them into different brands. I don't know who on what show, but I think that's what we need. I think that's what we need with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, because they probably would just get paired up wherever they are. So separate them, please and thank you. Now, Kairi Sane returned on Monday Night Raw, but sadly, in the qualifying match with Zoe Stark, Kairi Sane, and Rhea Ripley, Zoe Stark got injured. So please, prayers up for Zoe, and I hope she gets better soon so she's able to come back and kick some butts. Because I enjoy seeing Zoe in the ring, and I don't know what I says. I like seeing her in the ring. But going on in that match, I do have to give my props to both Kairi and Rhea Ripley because they kept going on in that match without, sense of professionalism. Of course, they're probably worried about Zoe Stark, but you could not see that on their faces. You could not see that in their actions. Everything was just so done very well. They probably didn't plan to have a one-on-one match, but they kept going, and I enjoyed the match. Although, how could you really enjoy the match fully after seeing something like what happened before they had things start really going on? I really liked how they was throwing haymakers at each other. Kairi being able to stand toe-to-toe against Rhea Ripley was very nice to see, especially because this was her first night back. If she's going to take an L, that L would have come with a lot of work. You're not gonna just pin my girl Kairi now. You're not gonna do that. Hopefully we see her probably look for the IC championship. I wouldn't be upset with that. I'd enjoy seeing that. But Rhea Ripley, she is going to Money in the Bank with Roxanne Perez, and I'm very interested in seeing how the rest of the qualifying match is gonna go. I just want Naomi to get into that match. I don't really care who else goes in after Naomi. Throw whoever you want in there. Go get Ronda Rousey for all I care. My bad, bro. My bad. I don't even hate Ronda Rousey. Roxanne Perez is the helper of the Judgment Day. It didn't seem like Raquel was very fond of that. Neither was Dom until chicken nuggets were involved. And then everything was all like, oh well. It's gonna be very interesting to see Liv Morgan's reaction to that. But I am excited for that. Actually, I'm very excited to this new Judgment Day was gonna go further with the storyline. Although I really wanted Finn Balor to be out of that, but If they keep surprising me. They keep surprising me. Who knows what's gonna happen next? Our main event was Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker, which I enjoyed a lot. And I hate to say this. I hate to say this because I know some folks gonna be upset, but I actually like to say this. Month in, I'm so glad Jey Uso beat Gunther. Month into Jey Uso being our world heavyweight champion, I am so glad he beat Gunther because Jey Uso has done the dang thing. It's been very interesting since he won that championship, and he's been having good matches since he won the championship. And sure, his partner might have, you might say, oh, it's because he had good partners. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. Good matches is good matches. But I also think you're able to see his bag more, and they're able to show Jey Uso as championship material. The match didn't really go how I wanted it to go. I wanted to see a pin. I wanted to see Braun Breaker get a pin, but I understand why he did not. I'm just glad Jey Uso won the match, because that's what matters. That really is what matters. You don't really need to see your champion get beat up. The champion people don't take serious. No, we don't need to see that. But of course, things weren't looking the best for Braun Breaker at the moment, and Seth Rollins comes and does what Seth Rollins does, mess up the match. And then our best friend, our honorary Uso, Sami Zayn, comes out and tries to help Jey Uso. Jey Uso rolls out the ring, and then CM Punk helps Sami Zayn in front of, before the Saturday Night's Main Event tag match those four men have against each other. Going to be a very interesting night, to say the least. And amongst the chaos, amongst all that, Logan Paul comes in and hits Jey Uso. I didn't like that, because I didn't really want to see Logan Paul as the last thing I saw at Raw. I didn't want to see that. But I really did, I really enjoy how they're doing Jey Uso. I won't even lie, it's miles. It's so much better than his IC run. That IC run, I almost hated the bloodline at that point, and I ain't gonna front. I almost hated them folks. But y'all let me know how you guys like Raw. What was your favorite part? And thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.